Emily, a young woman with an affinity for solitude, found herself alone at home. The house, once filled with the comforting sounds of life, now echoed with an unsettling silence. The empty halls seemed to harbor shadows that danced in the corners of her vision, and the creaks of the old floorboards took on an eerie resonance. As night descended, Emily wandered through the rooms, each step accompanied by the memories that lingered within the walls. Forgotten photographs stared back at her, frozen moments from a time when the house was filled with laughter. Yet now, the images seemed to warp and distort, casting an uncanny pallor over the once familiar faces. In the dim light, Emily noticed the flickering of bulbs that defied explanation. The lights, once reliable companions, now played tricks on her perception. Shadows seemed to stretch and contort, and the boundary between reality and imagination blurred in the unsettling glow. Alone in the silence, Emily heard unsettling whispers that seemed to emanate from the very walls of the house. In hushed tones, the voices spoke of forgotten secrets and buried regrets. Emily, gripped by a growing unease, questioned whether the whispers were a manifestation of her own isolation or something more malevolent that lurked within the confines of her home. As the night deepened, Emily became increasingly aware of a paranormal intrusion. Objects moved without explanation, and cold drafts swept through rooms, leaving behind an otherworldly chill. The solitude that had once been her sanctuary now felt like a breeding ground for unseen entities that reveled in her vulnerability. In the mirror, Emily saw haunting reflections that stirred a primal fear within her. The face staring back seemed distorted, as if a malevolent presence lingered just beyond the surface. The once familiar features contorted into grotesque expressions, and Emily questioned whether her solitude had opened a gateway to a darker reality. As Emily grappled with the paranormal disturbances, a malevolent entity revealed itself in glimpses. Shadows took on a sinister form, and the air crackled with an unsettling energy. The entity, a manifestation of the house's forgotten history, seemed intent on drawing Emily into its web of darkness. Emily, determined to confront the unseen forces, delved into the history of the house. She uncovered tales of tragedy and loss, stories that resonated with the paranormal activity that plagued her. The entity, once a specter of the past, now sought a connection with the living, its ethereal fingers reaching across the threshold between worlds. Desperate for answers, Emily attempted a seance to communicate with the malevolent entity. The air grew heavy with anticipation as she called out to the spirits that lingered within the house. In the flickering candlelight, whispers intensified, and the entity's presence became palpable, weaving a spectral tapestry that entwined with Emily's very essence. As the seance unfolded, Emily felt an ethereal connection with the malevolent entity. Visions of the past flashed before her eyes, revealing the tragic events that had left an indelible mark on the house. The entity, trapped between realms, sought solace in the living, and Emily, now a conduit for its pain, faced the dual challenge of unraveling the paranormal disturbances and providing closure to the restless spirit. That night, ominous dreams plagued Emily's sleep. Nightmares of the house's tormented history unfolded in a surreal dance of shadows and whispers. The malevolent entity, now a spectral guide through the corridors of its own suffering, beckoned Emily to uncover the truth that had long been concealed within the walls. Driven by the spectral revelations, Emily embarked on a haunting investigation into the house's past. Forgotten letters, hidden in dusty attics, spoke of heartache and betrayal. The entity, its presence growing more tangible, seemed to guide Emily through a labyrinth of forgotten memories that held the key to its release. As Emily pieced together the supernatural puzzle, she inadvertently became a catalyst for the entity's increasing power. The paranormal disturbances escalated, reaching a crescendo that rattled the very foundation of the house. Emily, caught in the midst of the supernatural maelstrom, struggled to maintain her grasp on reality as the malevolent entity sought to bridge the gap between the worlds. In a chilling revelation, Emily uncovered the demonic origins of the malevolent entity. Centuries-old rituals, enacted within the house's walls, had bound a dark force to the very fabric of the structure. The entity, now a vessel for the demonic essence, hungered for the life force of the living to sustain its ethereal existence. Armed with the knowledge of the entity's demonic origins, Emily faced a desperate confrontation. The malevolent force, now aware of her intrusion into its dark history, resisted her attempts to uncover the truth. Shadows twisted and contorted, and the air vibrated with an otherworldly menace as Emily sought to sever the entity's connection to the demonic realm. In the heart of the house, Emily engaged in an ethereal battle with the demonic entity. The very walls seemed to tremble as shadows clashed, and the air crackled with the energy of supernatural warfare. Emily, a mere mortal confronting demonic forces, grappled with the malevolent entity in a struggle that transcended the boundaries of the living and the dead. Determined to liberate the house from the demonic grip, Emily performed an exorcism that echoed through the empty halls. Words of ancient power resonated, and the entity writhed in agony as the exorcism sought to sever the ethereal tether that bound it to the demonic realm. The house, caught in the throes of the supernatural battle, seemed to groan under the weight of the cosmic forces at play. As the exorcism reached its climax, the veil between worlds began to unravel. Emily, standing at the epicenter of the ethereal storm, felt a surge of both terror and determination. The malevolent entity, now on the precipice of expulsion, unleashed a final onslaught of supernatural fury in a desperate attempt to maintain its grip on the house. In a burst of ethereal light, the demonic entity retreated, vanquished by the power of the exorcism. Shadows recoiled, and the air, once thick with malevolence, cleared as the demonic force relinquished its hold. Emily, exhausted and battered by the supernatural ordeal, stood amidst the quiet aftermath, the house now free from the demonic taint that had plagued it for centuries. In the wake of the supernatural battle, the house stood in silent echoes of the cosmic struggle that had unfolded within its walls. The paranormal disturbances ceased, and the once empty halls now exuded an eerie tranquility. Emily, forever changed by the ethereal confrontation, felt a sense of both triumph and melancholy as she contemplated the price paid to liberate the house from its demonic legacy. Though the demonic entity had been expelled, a lingering presence remained within the house. Emily, now attuned to the supernatural currents that flowed through the structure, sensed the residual echoes of the malevolent force. The house, scared by its dark history, bore the silent imprint of the cosmic battle that had unfolded between the living and the demonic. In the days that followed, Emily grappled with the tainted legacy left behind by the demonic entity. The house, once a sanctuary of solitude, now held a spectral imprint that lingered in the empty halls. The paranormal disturbances, though quelled, left an indelible mark on the very essence of the structure, a testament to the supernatural struggle that had unfolded within its confines. As Emily continued to dwell within the house, she maintained an ongoing vigil against the resurgence of the demonic forces. The supernatural battle, though won, had left the veil between worlds fragile, and the lingering presence within the house served as a constant reminder of the delicate balance between the living and the ethereal. In the reflective surface of a window, Emily caught a haunted reflection that mirrored the house's scared legacy. The once familiar features now bore the weight of the supernatural ordeal, and Emily questioned whether the battle against the demonic entity had truly reached its conclusion. The lingering presence, like a silent whisper in the wind, hinted at the possibility that the cosmic forces at play were far from dormant. In the quiet moments of solitude, Emily grappled with unanswered questions that lingered in the recesses of her mind. The demonic entity, vanquished but not entirely eradicated, left behind a trail of mysteries that extended beyond the boundaries of the house. The ongoing vigil, now a solitary quest for understanding, compelled Emily to delve deeper into the arcane forces that had shaped the supernatural struggle within the walls of her once solitary home. As Emily delved into the arcane forces that lingered within her home, she became increasingly attuned to ephemeral whispers that seemed to permeate the very air. The residual echoes of the demonic entity manifested in cryptic messages that flickered at the edge of her perception. Emily, driven by a relentless curiosity, listened intently, hoping to unravel the secrets that lay hidden within the spectral murmurs. In her quest for answers, Emily discovered a collection of ancient occult manuscripts hidden within the depths of the house. Dusty tomes, adorned with cryptic symbols and forbidden knowledge, spoke of the demonic entity's origins and the cosmic forces that governed its malevolence. The manuscripts, though written in esoteric languages, held the key to understanding the supernatural forces that had left an indelible mark on her home. Guided by the insights gleaned from the occult manuscripts, Emily embarked on astral journeys into the realms beyond the physical. Her ethereal form traversed the cosmic currents, seeking the origin point of the demonic entity. The astral landscapes, surreal and otherworldly, revealed glimpses of a dimension where malevolence intertwined with ancient cosmic energies. Within the astral realms, Emily encountered celestial gateways, portals that connected the mortal plane to cosmic dimensions. These gateways, guarded by celestial sentinels, held the secrets of the interplay between the living and the supernatural. Emily, now a traveler between worlds, navigated the celestial gateways in her quest to unveil the true nature of the demonic entity that had haunted her home. As Emily explored the celestial gateways, she encountered cosmic archivists, beings of immense knowledge who documented the unfolding tapestry of existence. The archivists, ancient entities with eyes that seemed to hold the wisdom of eons, revealed fragments of the demonic entity's cosmic history. Emily, humbled by the vastness of the celestial archive, sought to comprehend the interwoven destinies that shaped the supernatural struggle within her home. Guided by the celestial archivists, Emily discovered an eldritch nexus, a convergence point of cosmic energies that served as the origin of the demonic entity. The nexus pulsated with an otherworldly brilliance, and Emily sensed the echoes of ancient rituals that had bound the malevolent force to the mortal plane. The cosmic forces, entangled with the demonic essence, seemed to dance in a cosmic symphony that transcended mortal comprehension. Within the eldritch nexus, Emily uncovered the forbidden rites that had summoned the demonic entity into her home. Arcane sigils etched into the fabric of reality, spoken incantations that resonated with ancient power. Each element of the ritual served as a conduit for the malevolent force. Emily, now an unwilling witness to the cosmic machinations that shaped her reality, felt the weight of the forbidden rites that had tethered the demonic entity to the mortal realm. The celestial archivists, recognizing Emily's quest for understanding, summoned her to a celestial tribunal, a cosmic gathering where the fates of mortal and supernatural entities were deliberated. The tribunal, a convergence of celestial beings and cosmic arbiters, questioned the implications of the forbidden rites that had disrupted the delicate balance between worlds. Emily, a mortal in the presence of celestial judgments, faced the consequences of the interplay between her actions and the cosmic forces at play. In the celestial tribunal, Emily underwent an ethereal judgment that weighed the repercussions of the forbidden rites. The cosmic arbiters, with eyes that bore witness to the vast expanse of time, deliberated the fate of the demonic entity and the lingering presence within her home. Emily, her mortal essence laid bare before the celestial gaze, awaited the ethereal judgment that would determine the course of her reality. After a cosmic deliberation that transcended the boundaries of mortal understanding, the celestial tribunal rendered its verdict. The demonic entity, bound by forbidden rites and ensnared in the eldritch nexus, would be granted a chance at redemption. The cosmic forces, guided by the wisdom of the celestial arbiters, sought to restore the delicate balance between the living and the supernatural. Empowered by the cosmic verdict, Emily embarked on a journey to facilitate the ethereal redemption of the demonic entity. Guided by celestial emissaries, she delved into the eldritch nexus to unravel the threads of malevolence that had ensnared the entity within her home. The supernatural struggle, now infused with the possibility of redemption, unfolded in a cosmic tapestry where mortal and ethereal destinies intersected. In the heart of the Eldritch Nexus, Emily engaged in astral alchemy, an intricate process that sought to transmute the malevolence of the demonic entity into ethereal redemption. Arcane energies pulsed through the cosmic currents, and the very fabric of reality seemed to ripple with the potential for transformation. Emily, a catalyst for the astral alchemy, faced the challenge of orchestrating a cosmic symphony that harmonized with the celestial forces at play. As the astral alchemy reached its crescendo, a transcendent resonance echoed through the Eldritch Nexus. The malevolent essence of the demonic entity, now entwined with the celestial energies, underwent a transformative process. Shadows danced in a spectral ballet, and the air vibrated with the cosmic symphony of redemption. Emily, caught in the currents of the transcendent resonance, witnessed the ethereal transformation that unfolded within the Eldritch Nexus. In the aftermath of the transcendent resonance, the Eldritch Nexus pulsed with celestial harmonics that resonated through the cosmic dimensions. The demonic entity, once a force of malevolence, now radiated with ethereal redemption. The celestial forces, satisfied with the cosmic symphony orchestrated by Emily, wove the transformed essence of the entity into the fabric of the Eldritch Nexus, a testament to the delicate balance restored between the living and the supernatural. As Emily emerged from the Eldritch Nexus, she witnessed the creation of an ethereal tapestry that bore the imprint of the cosmic struggle and redemption. The celestial harmonics, interwoven with mortal destinies, manifested in patterns that defied mortal comprehension. The lingering presence within her home, now touched by the ethereal transformation, became a silent guardian over the delicate balance between the living and the supernatural. In the celestial aftermath, Emily sensed celestial threads that connected the mortal plane to the cosmic dimensions. The ethereal tapestry, a living testament to the astral alchemy and transcendent resonance, served as a reminder of the cosmic forces that bound her reality. The celestial threads, woven into the very fabric of existence, hinted at the interconnected destinies that transcended the boundaries between worlds. As Emily contemplated the celestial threads, she realized the ethereal convergence that had shaped her journey. The demonic entity, once a malevolent force, had undergone a transformation that resonated with the cosmic harmonics. Emily, forever changed by the astral alchemy and transcendent resonance, became a beacon of the delicate balance maintained by mortal and celestial forces. In the celestial realms, celestial guardians watched over the ethereal convergence with an otherworldly gaze. Beings of cosmic significance, they observed the delicate balance between the living and the supernatural. The ethereal tapestry, now a testament to the transformative power of redemption, echoed through the cosmic dimensions as a beacon of hope for those caught in the interplay between mortal destinies and celestial threads. As time unfolded, the cosmic whispers lingered within Emily's home. The ethereal tapestry, woven with the threads of redemption, served as a silent reminder of the cosmic struggle that had played out within the walls. The celestial guardians, ever watchful over the delicate balance, whispered secrets that transcended the boundaries of mortal understanding. A cosmic narrative that continued to unfold in the vast expanse of existence. In the cosmic epilogue, Emily's home became a sanctuary touched by the celestial forces that governed the delicate balance between the living and the supernatural. The ethereal tapestry, a living testament to the astral alchemy and transcendent resonance, unfolded as a cosmic narrative that transcended the boundaries of mortal understanding. Emily, forever connected to the celestial threads, faced an unknown future shaped by the eternal dance of mortal destinies and the ethereal convergence that had transformed her reality.